Hey, hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For a touchback.
Get up!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Second down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 45 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now Ryan on first down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Get up!
From the gun on third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Dances by him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked out in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Gotta go. 18. Hey, 18.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Good throw there to start the second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you throw a pick 6. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw.
18. Hey, gotta go. Hey, 18.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Right. Let's go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Gun. Hey, express. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Pass incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Get up!
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. On 2nd down, Trubisky is going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out. It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half. I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I'm gonna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think too active, yeah. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. With it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo, yo. Up, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my house like my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on them down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long on 1st and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
36. Got it! 12.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, got it. Get out! Wait!
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54, South. 21. Get up. 11.
On 1st down, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought. Down.
Okay, Brady, I see you. 11. 11. Got it.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
I got him. 11. 12.
On third and long, it's Breeze. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
21. Monday. 12. 13. 11. Got it.
So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Breeze now on first down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
12. Over. 2. 11.
On second down, here's Breeze. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints.
21.
First and 10 at the 19.
12.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Now he's got it. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24. Now Ryan on second down. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Again has it complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
36.
On first down, Breeze. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10.
12. 20.
Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's go.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little.
We talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing deep here for Coleman. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
21. Wait. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To throw again is Ryan. Now he'll escape to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Breeze now on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 12, 12, 12. 12, 12. 5-4.
To throw, it's Breeze. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Over. 4 down. 21. 45 to right. 11. Got it.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
12. Hey, 2. 11. 21. Where's that?
Again, it's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Hey, 280. 21. On.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Kill. 12. Got it. Okay. Ready, what's up?
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
11. Got it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw is Ryan. And that'll be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
There we go. Hey, right.
third down. Ryan eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
21, 21. 11.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
22.
After the interception, here's Ryan. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Got it.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Get out! Wait! Gun. Get out! Here we go!
Now going to give it to Freeman. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Back now here live in New Orleans. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
21.
On 1st down, Breeze. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
36.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Over. 11. 13. Monday. 12. Got it. Hey, two. 80%.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Monday. We're down.
Breeze will try again on second down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Easy. 21, 21, 21. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12. Got it. 21, 21, 21. 21, 21, 21.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
12, 12. Okay. Got it. 21, 21, 21. Got it.
Now, Breeze again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Under.
Breeze to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Breeze, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Ready. 25. On.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to let it flop. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's go. 21.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Get up.
Here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Falcons in victory formation.
Somebody call for the queen.